始まりと終わりが待ち合わせて踏切越しに分かれ続ける見上げた顔に同じ口癖くだらないものこそ愛しい今耳をついた春の季節は一んだ視界を晴らすよねだから Take me maybe どこかの知らない街へ
Hi everybody, this is Kevin, and welcome back to another anime review. And today I'm going to be sharing my thoughts on Digimon Ghost Game episode 61. And holy crap, man, what an episode this was. I don't think anyone was expecting the Monster of the Week, who, in the end, I don't think is going to be a Monster of the Week. I think it's going to be a returning villain, but definitely a big surprise there. The opening hook with a character dying, right? This woman named Minami, who is a scientist, doing research on the digital world, believe it or not, gets killed by this beam through her computer within the first 30 seconds of the episode, and then after she dies, is like lying there lifeless with no sound, and then it jump cuts to her funeral, you know, a casket and then her picture above it. So it's like, holy shit, they're killing a character in a pretty brutal way in the first 30 seconds of this children's show. Okay, Digimon. More connection to the overall plot of the series, with Hiro questioning, you know, what the fuck is going on in the digital world? Who keeps sending these evil Digimon? What's my father got to do with this? And, you know, some more connections to the plot. And I do think now that we have everyone's Mega Evolution, having Amphimon last week, there's going to be more connection there, and more of a story, keeping the episodic nature. But, lots of good shit. So like I said, the episode starts with this scientist woman named Minami getting killed by some sort of being from the digital world, and her fiance is driven completely insane. Like, there's a scene with him at the morgue. Like, what a dark episode, man. He's at the morgue, and he sees her, she's being brought back to life by the data that's taken over her body, the certain Digimon that ends up, you know, attacking later on in the second half of the episode. And, you know, at a certain time each night, like, she's dead throughout the whole day, but then each night at a certain time, she's brought back to life by the data. And the fiance, you see, he's got like bags under his eyes. He's all fucked up. He's like dancing with her. He's cuddling with her on the couch. There's like a bottle of wine there. It's like, what the fuck is going on? And the fiance's sister, you know, is like, we got to get to the bottom of this. So she goes to school with Roly and calls Hiro, Roly, and Kiyoshiro to see if they can help, because they're the experts with the hologram ghosts. So they agree to go there. And there's a lot of funny scenes of Kiyoshiro outside the house, like, no, I'm not going in. And Jellymon's like, come on, darling, stop being a scaredy cat. So they witness everything for themselves. And then they hear a bunch of noise outside. And there are hordes of Evilmon. Well, I thought they were called Creepymon in the original series. They were Piedmon's henchmen in Digimon Adventure. But hordes of Evilmon and Sumamon, the baby form of Diaboromon, being drawn by the dark energy, the dark data that's inside Minami. And then Minami, her eyes glow. I think they're like purple, and she starts levitating with all the data, sucks the data from her fiance and also from Kiyoshiro, while noting that he has the most latent ability, which I've sort of said this in the past, how Kiyoshiro is the most cowardly of the group, but when the moment of truth comes, he always steps up and protects his friends, and they pretty much confirmed he has the most latent ability. So I like that little nod. And, you know, starts levitating, and then with her data, turns into Zed Millenniumon. Like, dude, no one was expecting Zed Millenniumon as a fucking Monster of the Week in Digimon Ghost Game, although I think he's going to return, just based on the ending. I'll get to more of the recap. So, because Kiyoshiro had his data sapped from him, Jellymon can't digivolve, but Roly and Hiro send out Seriousmon and Dear Bitmon, both Megas, fighting him. And Goremon's like shitting his pants. You always see him, he has his hair covering his eyes, but his hair, he like wides his eyes so much you finally see his pupils, and he's like, holy fuck, it's Zed Millenniumon, what am I gonna do? We're doomed. And, you know, they start like doing the best they can to defend, because they can't really do much damage to this guy. And then Minami, in an instant, has control and says, you know, aim for me. She's like the heart of you know, Zed Millenniumon. And they do that, and in turn, defeat it, and revert it to Moon Millenniumon, which is the ultimate form before Digivolve into Z Millenniumon. And the episode ends with Hero putting it in his pocket, saying, "I'll hold on to it." And Roly and Kiyoshiro are like, "What the fuck are you doing, dude?" And he's like, "Well, if something bad happens, we'll fight it together." So the fact that he has Moon Millenniumon in his pocket, it's turned into like this crystal. And I think that's going to be the breaking point to cause Gullis Gammamon to Digivolve further. And there's the Digivolution with Seriousmon and the Mega form of Gullis Gammamon that sort of fuse together to create the black and white version of it. That's going to connect it all together, I think. So they're looking at like, what the fuck? You're just spelling disaster to put a Digimon that powerful in your pocket, but okay. And as all this is going on, you see in the background, Black Gammamon is watching. He's watching it all. And also, there's a funny scene at the end because Esphimon tries to get involved and help in the battle, and he gets his ass kicked, and it ends with him sitting there like, "Oh, I wish I could Digivolve too." Which, they've done that for like 5 episodes in a row now. If Esphimon getting involved, he can't really do much, and then he's like, "I wish I could evolve too." But he doesn't. So yeah, this was a crazy episode, man. I was shocked. And also, after Z Millenniumon was defeated, the horde of Evilmon and Sumamon like ran off. So who are they going to terrorize? I mean, the Evilmon, they're champion level, and Sumamon's the baby level. But I mean, there's hundreds of them. So where'd they go off to? So I really enjoyed this episode. Let me show you some of the screenshots now and get to that. But some good shit. So here's Evilmon. Again, I thought this dude was called Creepymon. But who knows? And this is him in Adventure of Piedmon. And he's appeared in all that. Sumamon. I don't think this dude's ever appeared in anything aside for our war game, the movie. Z Millenniumon. Which, yeah, there's more theories about this because he's appeared in the manga that has Ryu in it. And Ryu is a character that a lot of Digimon fans talk about, saying that he's appeared in pretty much everything. He was like in the background in Digimon Adventure. He was in our war game. He's a main character in Tamers. And he sort of appeared throughout. And he was a big bad villain in Adventure 2020. This is the manga of Ryu, I think. And then at the end he turns into Moon Millenniumon, the crystal. And Hero puts it in his pockets. So here's the new opening. They've added Amphimon in the opening. Esphimon's there, too. So this is the beginning where Manami is doing her research. And I'm not going to play the video just because I have problems with playing videos. But I'll go through it kind of slowly. Where the beam fucking fires out of the computer and kills her. Right? It fucking kills her. And she's lying there like all dead and lifeless. And then at the very end, it cuts to her funeral. Like, what the fuck? This is the opening scene of the episode, man. So, they're at the house, and Kiyoshiro's not having it. Jellymon's like, "Come on, darling." And the sound she's making was so funny. But there's a bunch of scenes. Like, there's Hero, and there's Hikachi. Look at them all tangled up in Jellymon's tentacles. So, yeah, and he was up all night yesterday watching anime. Based Kiyo. So he's just bitching about it the whole time. So yeah, I think it was like 10 o'clock at night. She wakes up, and this fucker, what else was he doing with her? There's this scene, I got the one screenshot of him taking her to do a little dance, and then having a glass of wine. Look at his face! What the fuck is he doing to a corpse? Holy fuck. Oh yeah, and then, because she was lying down, Jellybon was trying to see if she had a heartbeat or anything. And says she doesn't make the same noise as Darling. So they're confirming the Jellybon Kiyoshiro ship. I guess when they sleep, Jellybon's on Kiyo's chest, right? So there's all the Creepymon in the background being sucked in by her dark energy. And the Sumamon. Pretty crazy imagery, man, for the children's show. And fucking creates Z Millenniumon. Which is a badass design. Yeah, Gormon shit in his pants. I get Z Millenniumon. What are we gonna do? And yeah, Jellymon couldn't do anything because Kiyoshiro was out of commission. So that's why Esphimon joined the fight. What is that? Just beating the ever-living hell out of them. And, this attack, this is like the Lance of Longinus from Evangelion, isn't it? Is that a reference? So at the end, after they defeated him, turned him into a crystal. So the way they defeated him, again, Manami took control for a minute and said, aim for me, they aimed for her, and thus by attacking her, he reverted to the crystal. That's when she was talking about the warp space of the digital world, right? And he reverted to a crystal, Moon Millenniumon, and Hero says, I'll hold on to it, put it in my pocket. And then they're like, what do you mean? What if it attacks? Oh, we'll fight it together, he said. So at the very end, as this was all going on, Black Gammamon is watching, and then he just runs off. And someone posted this too. LOL, LMAO, not my problem, son. And then Jellymon, I wish I could evolve too. Poor guy. So yeah, here's some of the art. This is the official Bandai art. And then here's some fan art, which I thought was pretty cool. Again, I like the design of Zed Millenniumon. Or Sneed Millenniumon, as the meme people will say. Oh yeah, and this was funny too. Let me get rid of my face so you can see the whole image. But yeah, you have Gammamon, a baby, kill count 2. And Gourmon, a relatively calm person, kill count 1. And Jellymon, a chaotic gremlin who will fuck up your day, kill count 0. So yeah, I very much enjoyed the episode. I like how overall the past like 5 to 10 episodes, there's been the background of the plot where they're stringing it along together. I do enjoy the episodic nature, like I really have, and you know, it's a weird comparison, but I've recently been watching JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and it's comparable to Stardust Crusaders in a certain sense, in that in Stardust Crusaders they're, you know, going on their quest through Egypt to find Dio's mansion, and each episode it's usually a 2-parter, but they go up against a new Stan. And it's kind of episodic, but it continues the plot in the background, going to Dio's mansion. And I don't know, kind of a weird comparison, but it's relevant to me. So thank you guys for watching. Also, a little bit of an update. I haven't been doing my live streams. I know I can't sit down for 2 hours without interruption at the moment, so that's why I can only do these videos, you know, 10, 20-minute videos. So until I can do consistent live streams again, I can't do them. But I would very much like to. I love doing live streams, and I would hope within the next 2 weeks I'll be back to doing regular live streams. So thank you guys for bearing with me, but please continue to enjoy these, you know, one-off videos and all that fun stuff. I know yesterday I posted the one with Jack from Stranger in Paradise, and tomorrow I have another cool one I have you guys check out from Persona 5. So thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you thought in the comments down below, and stay tuned for more videos coming soon. Everybody have a great day.